night before I go to bed, I triple check the locks on the door and latches on the window. Under no circumstance should I be going through the pain I was put through due to the actions of those involved in this. Sure, material items were stolen, but that means nothing in comparison to the emotional damage this has caused for me. At 20 and 21 years old, I should not be jumping at the sound of a window latch opening or movement in my living room. Hearing police sirens should not take me back to where I was on that horrific day in October, yet all of these are a reality for me. Everything was taken from me that night. And no, I'm not talking about my phone, or my watch, or even my car. I'm talking about my sense of security in my own home, my ability to be okay being by myself, the freedom to lay on my bed and not be reminded of what was done to me. I didn't choose to be put in this situation. It was entirely decided for me the second that window was opened. Every day for the rest of my life, I'll be putting back the pieces of the mess that was created. My life has been permanently altered because of this, from needing to find a new car, to having my windows boarded up in my home as an extra measure of security, moving, finding counseling as an attempt to cope with my new reality. The independence I had before is completely gone, and when I am by myself, the possibility that there's more people like this out there waiting to do this to me again lingers in my mind. A year later, and I'm still having to relive this nightmare turned into reality. It's clear what happened that night, and no one will ever understand the shame, disgust, and fear I've carried with me since then. The thoughts and insinuations that tell me it must have been my fault. The unsolicited advice on what I should have done, all the way down to the beam of the green light pointed at my face from the gun. No one can understand how dehumanizing, invalidating, and helpless that feels. Not a day goes by where I don't beat myself up over what I could have done differently, or what I could have possibly done to deserve this, but the truth is I didn't do anything wrong, and I did not deserve this. This has prompted a lot of changes in my life, and I'm working really hard to build myself back to the independent and full of life girl I was before this. I have an amazing support system who reminds me that I'm so much more than what happened to me. What I was put through haunts me every single day, but I take comfort knowing this brutal chapter is finally starting to close for me, although it's never fully going away. Nothing about what happened that night was accidental. These actions affect every decision I make now, and I hope the effect that these conscious choices have on others are seen and recognized. I have a lot of work to do in order to be okay again. I've given up so much and drained myself fighting to see some sort of justice for everything I was put through. I'll carry the ramifications and emotional toll that has been caused to me for the rest of my life, just as I hope the consequences of these actions are carried out. I believe everyone has the opportunity to change their path and be the good they wish to see in the world, so I know if I let the sadness, bitterness, and resentment control my life, I'll never truly have one. I've learned that life doesn't get easier or more forgiving, we just get stronger and more resilient. To heal a wound, you need to stop touching it, and I'm happy to know this chapter and the constant reminders are finally over for me.